we've been exposed over the last couple of months to transactions that are closing, and when agents are going back to do the walkthrough, and on both of these we represented the buyer, when we went to do the final walkthrough, in one instance there was an item missing. It was a barbecue. Sent over the information that the barbecue was missing, transaction went ahead and closed. Well, now there's a fight over who's going to replace this barbecue. Seller said that they would replace it. When buyer went back over after close of escrow, they did replace it, but they replaced it with a barbecue that was probably 25 years old. It didn't fit into the built-in hole that it was supposed to. It wasn't even anywhere close equivalent to what was there when they made the offer, and that was negotiated in the contract because it was included in the contract. Well, now the transaction's closed. So now you've got a fight between buyer and seller. Buyer is looking to agent for help. Seller's brokerage is saying, hey, it's your problem. So my point in bringing this to you is make sure that on that walkthrough, when you do your final verification of property condition, that there are no items missing. If there are items missing that should have been there, they were included in the offer, don't wait until it closes to negotiate that. Hold up the closing and make sure that all parties are in agreement before you let it go and close. Because once it closes, it's a big mess. Mr. Dake.
I've started taking photos of properties when we get under contract, especially short sales, things wind up missing there, so that we can look back and say, oh, this was here.
Really good idea. So you've not only got it from the time you put the offer in, but you've got, if you're using a home inspector that uses photographs, in their repair or in their report, then you can go back when you're doing your final walkthrough, take pictures if something's missing. You've got a time stamp on a photograph when they accepted your offer, and you've got a time stamp on a photograph from when you're doing your walkthrough. And you've got some leverage that way. So you've got to make sure that you're protecting your client, especially if it's something like a $700 stainless steel barbecue grill. Okay? So my point in bringing that up is that it just seems to be happening a little more frequently with changes and shifts in the market. Have any of you had any issues like that you had to overcome? This is your time to share.
Stoves.
Stoves. Bob Smithson had one. It was a short sell. Not only did the seller hold up giving possession to the buyer, but when the buyer finally got possession of the property, the stove that was supposed to be included with the property was gone.